Good evening, good evening, good evening everybody. I hope we're all doing very well. And welcome back once again to the Nico Hulkenberg career mode. It's going to be a big week in the Nico Hulkenberg career mode. Because hopefully, with a bit of luck, we're going to get 4 streams in with this series over the course of this week. Dart already coming in on a 125 stream streak. That is absolutely mental as well. But I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful Monday night. It does feel weird to be streaming on a Monday night by myself, without Gary here. But obviously, yeah, Gary's a bit busy this week, so we kind of spoke, and it seemed easier just to hopefully bring back NASCAR next week rather than this week. But next week's going to be a big week as well, because we've got the Daytona 500, which I'm really, really looking forward to. But yeah, I hope we're all having a wonderful, wonderful Monday. I hope we've had a good day. I've had quite a busy one. I've had quite a productive day. I got up, I walked the dog, I recorded the podcast with Jamie. That should be going live tomorrow. I recorded some iRacing, I've done some F1, I've done some NASCAR. I've done a bit of everything today. So it's been a pretty decent one. Dart needs to go out and touch grass occasionally. No, we love Dart here. We love having Dart here. Oh, how much charge my phone got, chat? 48%. We'll lob that on charge. I finally remembered to put a phone charger in my office. I don't know how I've survived for almost a year here without one. But I'll lob that on there. Is Bahrain the best track on the calendar? It's definitely up there. But I wouldn't say it's the best track. Although I would say it's one that you're pretty even with the AI. Like, I feel like you can get a good race out of it. Which is always quite nice as well. Hey, welcome in GMG. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Harrison. Hopefully this can, even if it just distracts from other things going on. Hopefully I can help you out a little bit. So, I mean, when was the last time I did a race in this series? Wednesday, wasn't it, last week, I think? I've kind of forgot what's happened. Verstappen's leading the way. He's had a 2nd and 2 wins. Lando Norris is 16 points back. Hamilton's 3rd. Leclerc's 4th. Russell is ahead of us. But we seem to be locked into a battle with Oscar Piastri, as we're both trying to kind of bring ourselves back into the fight after the DNF and the season opener. Hey, welcome in, Letho. Hope you're doing well, mate. My favourite track still is definitely Spa. It's just a shame the AI suck around there on F125. But maybe one day, maybe when the F126 DLC comes out, maybe they won't suck around this circuit. I do lose track of what's going on sometimes. I mean, to be fair, at the moment, I've got, obviously, this, the Haas Road to Glory, the Ferrari Driver Career Mode, Creator Series, that's just on F1, NASCAR 25 Career Mode, I do a few bits and pieces on iRacing, the F1 2010 Career Mode now as well. So we are a very, very busy man, but that's how I like to keep myself. Did I know that Raikkonen nearly bankrupted Lotus? I didn't know that. How did that almost happen? That's crazy. Hey, welcome in, Sam. Hope you're doing well, buddy. And Matt. Welcome. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to try and do this week, chat, is tonight we're going to stream. Tomorrow afternoon, about 1 PM-ish, we're going to stream. Wednesday afternoon, about 1 PM-ish, we're going to stream. And then Thursday evening, about the same time as now, we're going to stream. All 4 are going to be in the Audi career mode, just because I kind of want to see whether you guys like having a few more races from this series, kind of what your thoughts and feelings are, what the views look like, what the numbers look like as well. So yeah, hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Just a bit of a test run, as much as anything else. So yeah, tonight's obviously going to be Bahrain, tomorrow will be Jeddah, Wednesday will be Miami, and then Thursday will be, oh no, do we have Miami this season? I need to double check. Have I got Miami still on the calendar? I can't remember if I got rid of it. There you go. So, yeah. So, tonight's going to be Bahrain. Tomorrow's going to be Jeddah. Wednesday even will be Imola. Thursday will be Monaco. So, that's going to be a bit more scary. Yeah, I just, like I said, I understand that obviously people, generally have got other stuff going on in the day as well. But I just fancy giving it a bit of a whirl. See how we get on. Try out some different things with it. It's been a very, very long time since I've just kind of done a casual F1 stream on a Monday night. Or a Thursday night, for that matter. Because normally Mondays and Thursdays now belong to NASCAR. Hey, thank you for the gifted sub, Smurf. I appreciate it. Thank you. And formality with the primer as well. Thank you, sir. Should I go back to WRC at some point? That would be wild. I would suck at that game so much now, I bet. If I went back to WRC, I would be trash. I need to get into RBR more, though, because that would be good fun. Right, should I do the video intro chat so I don't forget as well? I probably ought to, nice and early on. I'm waiting for the day I do completely forget about it. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome to round 4 of season 2 of our F125 Nico Hülkenberg career mode. Yes, we return this weekend out in Bahrain, of course, for the Bahrain Grand Prix. If you missed out on the video that went live a few days ago from Japan, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. 3 races down, and it's safe to say so far this season, it has kind of turned into the Max Verstappen show. It's a second place and 2 wins for the Dutchman so far. Already sees him with a 16-point lead over Lando Norris in the World Championship. The ever-consistent Lewis Hamilton up in P3 ahead of Leclerc, Russell, and then myself and Oscar Piastri. Despite our DNFs out in Australia, we are now up to 6th and 7th place respectively, just ahead of Alexander Albon and Lance Stroll, of course, in his Red Bull, able to pick up some points last weekend. Sauber or Audi, we are currently P5 in the Constructors. We are best of the rest, but 4 points in it between Mercedes, McLaren and Ferrari. That could be a fascinating battle to watch out for over the course of the campaign. Of course, if you're new, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed to the channel. We are trying to get to 20,000 subs at the moment as well. But yeah, without further ado, let's head out onto the track. Wonderful. Wonderful. And Smurf coming in as well with boobies. you guys are nuts. Wait, chat, honestly, right. First question then. This needs to be addressed to Track Racer. So if someone can clip this and send it their way. They have just announced that they are bringing out an Audi. An Alpine steering wheel. I believe apparently it's meant to be compatible with Fanatec, so it's like a full-on one-on-one replica with the real-life Alpine steering wheel. If someone over at Track Racer, obviously, I plug the rig quite a lot. I love the rig. If someone over at Track Racer fancies hooking me up with that, that would be incredible. Absolutely incredible. So if there's anybody at Track Racer, I probably should email you guys, because we have spoke about collaborating before. That would be super useful. Yeah, I'm trying to get myself some free gear. Hey, it'd be worth their while as well if I do an Alpine career mode. I feel like that would do decent views. Especially if I do it on stream.
Destination Bahrain awaits us, as does a weekend of action. Plenty for
I like both Moza and Fanatec, to be fair.
During practice.
Currently, I run Fanatec because it works on PlayStation. But my dad actually uses Moza gear. So, yeah, they're both very, very good. It kind of depends on exactly what you want, to be honest. Yeah, this is just a general Formula-style wheel. It's just the Fanatec Formula V 2.5X. So, Bahrain then, chat. 57 laps. Obviously, time management is quite key here. I feel like this is going to be a bit of a trial by fire for the Sauber this weekend, or the Audi. So, we'll have to wait and see as to how we get on. But I obviously want to try and get on with it. Try and make sure we get into the swing of things nice and quickly over the course of the weekend. So, let's just try and get out there nice and early on and earn ourselves some R&D. Yeah, I spoke to Parents 212 this morning. They're still having a nice time away. I actually Humble Bundle at the moment. I think because I bought that a couple of days ago. I think there's £9, and you got WRC 7, 8, 9, 10, and Generations, and 2 of the Isle of Man TT games, and something else. Which I was like, I was like, yeah, sign me up, I'll have that. So maybe I'll jump in and play some, they're not quite classic WRC games, but I guess they're older WRC games. But well worth having a look at. Oh, I've done a Mazepin. Well worth having a look at. And obviously it's for charity as well, so. You do get R&D for doing free practice. It's the best way to earn R&D on this game. Not when you drive like me, though. Don't drive like me. You should be golden. Ugh. Yeah, I don't believe you get WRC 6. So, I mean, I was kind of there going like, it's just, I guess, a few more things to fill up the Steam library as well, which is quite nice. I mean, I probably have got so many games on Steam that I've never played. Or need to play more. Hey, welcome in, Hannah. I hope you're doing well. Right, well, this first lap's probably only good. Right, I need more rear end, man. This thing's loose. Yeah, we need more rear end on this car. I'm going to sacrifice some straight line speed. You can do either or, to be honest. It doesn't make much difference time-lapse. I would say do one practice session, and then sim the other two if you're that worried, just to try and make sure you get as much R&D as possible. But ultimately, I mainly do practice for exactly this reason, rather than making these mistakes in qualifying. I think we'll up the rear ride height as well, slightly. Everything else seems alright, though. We'll try that again. I've not even gone out for a program. It takes me a few minutes to try and get back into the swing of things. Always got to try and, you know, find my feet again on F1. Hey, welcome in, Yogi. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I have 19 games on Steam, and I've only not played one of them. I don't know how many games I have on Steam, but my guess is quite a lot. I don't know how many games I will have on Steam. Maybe I'll have a look in a minute. But it's definitely quite a few. But again, like, sometimes I'll pick up, like, humble bundles and stuff. And things like that. And often again, just through my job, I get sent quite a lot of game keys. George, thank you for the follow. And Marxio. Right, how's the car going to feel now, then? Right, that's better. That's much better through turn 2. Well, hopefully, yeah, just a couple of little setup tweaks was all we needed. Yeah, that feels a lot better. It's always staggering just how little changes can make such a difference on these games. Like, I kind of like that fact. But it is, I guess, for, like, beginners and stuff, so weird. Again, it's why I kind of do the setup series. Like, I can know when the car's behaving like that, what I need to tweak. To hopefully try and bring back in some stability. Come on then, chat. Guess how many... I guess, actually, some of you have got me on Steam, so you can probably just see. I was going to say, try and guess how many Steam games I've got. Closest wins. I'm going to say 100. We'll have a look at it a second. P-Dog, thank you for the follow. I hope you're well. The graph is a software called Race Labs. It is PC only and it is paid for. It's not free software, unfortunately, but I would highly recommend it. It is very useful. 153, 132. Hey, welcome in, Hamza. Hope you're doing well, mate. Let's have a look. How many Steam games do I own then, chat? Steam. I have 16 games on my wish list. Currently, I have 124 games. So Pokédex was actually very close. I mean, there you go. You can have a look. I've got 4 Assetto courses, 2 Automobilistas, a Bloons Tower Defense. I got a few of those because they're great. Every F1 game you can possibly get on Steam. 2011 through 25, all 3 managers, F1 race stars. I mean, look at that for an F1 collection. And the closed beta, apparently still. Forza Horizon 5, Horizon 6. All the grid games, remember those? iRacing Arcade, Le Mans Ultimate. I got a few MotoGPs in there, and Monster Supercross 25, which was actually quite good fun. A couple of NASCAR games. Project Motor Racing, haven't played it yet. Race Room, R Factor 2, Roadcraft. R Factor 2's so, like, dead now, isn't it? It's wild. And then, yeah, I got a few WRC games as well. Right towards the bottom. You can get other softwares, La Hangman, so there are, I believe, a couple of free ones out there as well. But I just use Race Labs. It seems to work pretty well. 116 friends on Steam. I would have thought quite a lot of those were through CSGO back in the day. I have LMU. I've got all the DLC for LMU. I have played it, but just not much. I can't imagine I've got many hours on it. But I do want to get onto it a bit more, like I've said before. 2026, I feel like, is the year for a lot of F1 sim racing creators where you're gonna branch out. You're gonna do more stuff. Oh yeah, you get no ERS, don't you, on these runs? That's annoying. Gotta be a bit more careful then. Effectively, this is a qualifying lap with lift and coast. It's a Ferrari qualifying lap, this challenge. I don't know whether that chicane, well, is going to be flat out in quali. It might be close with this car, but we'll wait and see. I will give WRC Generations a go at some point. It's always the other thing as well, obviously. Especially when you... I know it's a very nice problem to have. But when you sim race on a wheel, it's... the fact, obviously, every game you've got to try and dial in exactly how you like it. And then, obviously, you can only load up so many profiles on Fanatec as well. So it's always a bit like, oh, it's just... like, you're Lego, and I could try and spend like an hour setting up this new game, or I could just play the game I'm used to. And just do that instead. Which sometimes you're just like, oh, it's easier. Ugh. Oh, that's a horrible line through the final corner. Did I save much fuel in the process? Not really. Huh. Oh, damn it. Has there been any good deadline day transfers? I'm more excited for the Six Nations to be back this weekend. That's what I'm looking forward to. Huh. No, only green. That's annoying. You have a Hydro-style Fanatec e-brake. Well, how would you handbrake in WRC? That's right. Oh, you can't see it. I've never known that. Yeah, you can't see it on camera. But it is right there. I have got a handbrake. Who's winning the Six Nations? Probably, if I had to guess right now, France or Ireland, I think. It obviously won't be Wales, won't be Italy. Probably won't be England. Scotland are decent, but I wouldn't say they're as good as the other two. It is an Audi F1 mod, yes. So it is available if anyone wants to download it. It's just on overtake.gg. It's a very, very simple install on PC. It's literally one file, drag and drop. Yeah, exactly. DuPont is a beast. Hang on a minute, I just said... it wouldn't surprise me if Scotland beat England, Smurf. That wasn't me trying to slag off Scotland. But I just wouldn't say they're quite as good as Ireland or France at the moment. The Audi is a mod for F1 25. It's PC only, I'm afraid. I mean, you could make your own Audi mod, I'm sure, if you wanted to. I didn't make a backup for the base game. I'm bad like that. I just put mods on and then re-verify game files every time. I'm not a very good modder. The only time I like backup game files and stuff is when I'm messing around with the F1 Ultimate Career Mode mod. It's just easier that way. Especially now I've got decent internet, verifying game files doesn't take 6 hours anymore. Like, I had that on CS Saturday. I was going to start the stream slightly earlier. And then I went to join the lobby, and it went, failed to verify game files. I was like, oh no. This is like 6 minutes before we were meant to go, and Adam had already put a message in chat, basically saying he was going at 6 o'clock. He wasn't waiting for anybody. So I was like, oh no. And then luckily, yeah, managed to get it all sorted in time. And then someone else, I think Grid Jokes had issues anyway. So I needn't have hurried. But now I've kind of got those early teething issues out of the way, chat. Car feels fairly good. I don't think we're going to be in the fight to win today or anything like that, but points should definitely be doable again. But again, this car can throw up some surprises. And obviously this race as well can be a rather weird and wonderful one. I think it's going to be a 2-stop for us today. My force feedback is set very, very high. I do have a video on YouTube. If you want my force feedback, just go Matt212 F1 25 wheel settings, and I'm sure you'll find the video. But I like to run my force feedback really heavy, generally. Yeah, I saw Ben and Gillen both got damage on the formation lap. Which is kind of hilarious, and I wonder now whether people are going to not try and crash into each other as much. Because that's such a stupid glitch, but quite funny. I have seen some of the reshade mods, the videos that someone's doing. But I think they're also graphically edited as well, post-production. I don't believe that's exactly how it just looks from the game. I'm sure Fabio will still do it. But Fabio's a menace. Absolute menace. I mean, he got me in Spa before I'd even started the formation lap. I haven't spoken to Gillen though. I don't tend to, generally. I mean, from his POV, it looked a lot less bad, to be fair. Which I kind of figured was probably going to be the case. But I also know, on the other hand, it would have been fascinating to see what he'd say if it was the other way around. Is Fabio Portuguese, is he? I did not know that. Maybe I did know that. For some reason I thought... Does he live in Germany? Or am I completely wrong? So I think the F1 DLC update will probably come out in May. But I know no more than you guys do. I know absolutely nothing at the moment. So, we've got 2 purples and a green then, chat. That feels pretty good. Car feels pretty stable underneath us. Pace looks pretty good. I mean, we're half a second off. I mean, we basically tied Norris and we're on the same tyres, so... That's got to be a pretty good omen. I think we're ready for qualifying, chat. Let's get out there. Get your predictions in then, people. Where do you think we're going to qualify? Ready for this race? If you're on Twitch, you can bet your noggins. If you're anywhere else, you can let me know in chat. Because I'm not now trying to get to 10k anymore on Twitch. Yeah, Lewis is apparently dating Kim Kardashian. Which seems insane, if you ask me.
Well, as the sun goes down, the speeds go
Beautiful.
up. It's almost time to
Beautiful.
Get
This place looks so good.
Shootout for the fastest time and the best possible grid position for tomorrow's race. Let's get on with it. It's
Wait, what's Fabio's stream title? He normally's got some pretty wild stream titles. No, the Audi is a mod. The Audi is a mod. So again, as always, we'll try and go out in Q1 on a set of mediums. See if we can make it through. I reckon like I said, I reckon we should have decent pace. Oh. I think I saw that when I was loading up the stream. I mean, I don't know much about Kim Kardashian. Last 212 was trying to give me the crash course earlier on. Basically, the only things I know about her is there's a certain video of her on the internet that helped her get quite famous, and that was with Kanye West for a long time, and they've got kids together. I don't know how many. Mark Genet is Spanish. Alex Wirtz is Austrian. I always remembered Alex Wirtz is Austrian. I just couldn't remember whether Mark Genet was Austrian or Spanish.
P17.
But now I remember because people always say it's like Mark Marquez. As an American hearing Matt talk about the Kardashians, I just don't care at the end of the day. I don't know why they're famous in the first place. Like, what did they do to get famous? Apart from a certain video on the internet. And apparently she keeps failing a law degree, doesn't she? As far as I gather. Like, she's failed law school like 8 times or something. So I'm kind of there going, like Hamilton, we've spoken about this before, chat. His rap sheet of partners or rumoured partners is like otherworldly. Like, it's kind of insane. Anybody you can think of pretty much has had a relationship with Hamilton at some point, or been rumoured to. But from everything I know about Kim Kardashian, I'm like, why would Lewis want to be with her? But then again, that's a shame. Then again, whatever floats your boat, I guess, at the end of the day. I have not had a relationship with Lewis Hamilton. Apart from my constant admiration of him. Apart from that. You've just got to force it through, Griffey. It's not a Trojan, you'll be absolutely fine. But Windows will always do that, because it gets a bit funky. But it's absolutely fine to download. What is going on this season, chat? I mean, look at that. Bortoletto, Big G up in 7th, love to see it. But Oscar Piastri's, what, 2/3 of a second faster than anybody else so far? How much time do I need to find to make Q2? About half a second. We can find more than that, though. We can definitely go quicker than Big G. That first lap was a little bit ropey. But we should be fine. I'm going to give myself a bit of time. Because I bottled qualifying last week. So I don't want to do that again. When I reach 1 million followers on TikTok, then I'll show me toes on stream. There's your deal. You can clip that if you want. What's the Kardashian curse? I feel I know nothing about this. Like, last Matt212 was telling me she used to watch that Kardashian TV program. I can't remember what it's called now off the top of my head. Originally when she was telling me it, I thought she meant like she was forced to watch it rather than she wanted to. So I said, oh, you poor thing. And she was like, no, I enjoyed it. It was great. And I was like, oh. I answered that one wrong then, didn't I?
We've just been pushed down into P18.
Oh, that's a lot of curb. Well, we're certainly finding time so far on this lap, as long as I don't mess it up. You guys can't see that, though. There you go. Is that Forza Horizon 6? Is there more gameplay? I mean, this should safely see us into Q2. Oh, there's yellows out. No idea what someone's done at the top of the circuit. There's more yellows. What's going on? Why are there so many AI having issues? Oh, I've messed up all my battery. 1.2 seconds up, though. We go P5 between Verstappen and Ocon. That's a bit of a rogue duo. But I guess we're through. We should be through anyway. I can't drive without ABS. Practice, practice, practice. I would honestly say Baku is the best place to learn no assists. Because it's really unforgiving, but also a lot of good straight line braking zones. So we lost to 10th sector 1, half second sector 2, 3/10 sector 3. Honestly, I think most of that time is findable as we go through Q2, Q3. Forza Horizon official. Still thinking about the dev direct. I don't know. Would I rather have Kimi or George as my teammate? George, I feel like, can give me more setup information. Because that's what I need. So, to be fair then, chat. Looks like Audi, once again, are pretty good then. Big G up in 9th. Hopefully he'll make Q3. Hamilton barely squeaks by. Behrman barely squeaks by. Sainz barely squeaks by. Stroll out. Not really a big shock. Alonso out again. So he's having a pretty tough time at the start of this season. Lawson, Colapinto, and Jack Doohan all out. So I guess, apart from Alonso, not too many major surprises there. Shoutouts to Hadjar, though, up in P11. He's done very well. But yeah, Doohan and Colapinto a long way off making it through. The other three were fairly close. This setup, I mean, it's fairly expensive. It's not like a lot of other people's you see, though.
Okay, mate.
This is a bit more budget-friendly than a lot of people I've seen. I don't have a girlfriend, no, I have a fiance. She's downstairs right now, or I assume she is. That's who I bought this house with. Gatekeeping the feet. That's a very odd way of describing shoes. Stop gatekeeping your feet. Yeah, I would say as well, better pedals will massively help with ABS, or turning off ABS. Like a load cell brake is so much better. Yeah, I'm sure she was ready to beat me up then, when I said I don't have a girlfriend. Right, let's try and see if we can get through that on one run this time. I want to absolutely nail this lap. There was definitely a few more tenths of a second in it, though. So hopefully we can try and do that. Bortoletto's not had a great run in Q2. But he tends to shred up his tyres. Oh, I broke way too early for turn 1. I guess I'd rather break too early than too late.
Right, that's us pushed down into P15.
Whoa. That was slidey. We're alright through sector 1. Half a tenth up on Leclerc. I mean, both Ferraris. It's all 5 Ferrari-powered cars currently in the drop zone. And Esteban Ocon. Is Esteban Ocon going to be the only Ferrari-powered car that makes Q3? That's the ultimate question. Oh, a little bit of a late downshift to 4th, but that was okay. Use just a little splash of battery back up the hill. Oh, don't run wide. That was alright. That was pretty good. We maximised the exit. I feel like this is a lap that's slowly come to us as it's gone on. Oh, I missed that apex though. I spoke too soon. On the run to the line, what's it going to be? 28.5. Oh, P8. I mean, that's not bad. That's just kind of a bit close to the drop zone, isn't it? I think we might have to go for another run. I think the Aston Martin will be a decent car this year. I don't think it'll be World Championship, but I think it'll be pretty good. It might be that it's limited by the Honda engine. How far from safety are we? We are 3 tenths up on Hadjar. The only thing I'm worried about is, obviously, yeah, both Ferraris are in that drop zone at the moment. So I'm scared that they're going to be able to improve. I mean, we're a second, I assume that's Verstappen. No, Norris actually fastest. Out of Russell and Verstappen. Yeah, I think we'll need to use another set, chat. I think we'll need to head back out there. This car is theoretically the worst on vehicle performance, but as you can see, Bortoletto's made Q2. So I don't actually think it's that bad anymore. I think the game just lies slightly. Hey, welcome in, Trudy. Hope you're doing well. VTEC in an F1 car. Well, VTEC only works on inline-4 engines, doesn't it? I thought that was the whole point of the technology. Right, let's see if we can improve then, chat. Or we wait and obviously see if anybody else is going to eliminate us. Otherwise, if they're not, I guess we try and save the tyres. But we'll wait and see. Got to break a little later into one. Oh, that was good. Or good enough, I should say. Oh, I think... Oh, yeah, there we go. We're through. We're through, chat. That's fine. We can abandon this lap. Wonderful. Just wait for everybody else to cross the finish line, and then we know we're safe. So... Yeah, none of them. None of the guys that were in the drop zone actually made it in the end. So, Norris fastest ahead of Russell. Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, both Williams through. That's very good going. Myself, Antonelli, Gasly. So Leclerc misses out, Hadjar misses out, Hamilton, Bortoletto, and Behrman all missing out then in the end of Q2. That's a big, big disappointment for Ferrari. They'll have to go back to the drawing board. Again, Bortoletto is rapid in Q1 and then really struggles in Q2 for some reason. That seems to be his weakness this season. Yeah, Ferrari are back to 2020 performance.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Right, so we've technically got a set and a half then for this final run. So I'll use those first. Try and get a decent banker in, and then we'll try and go out. The fake Musu. Thank you for the follow. Exactly, La Hangman. Got into playing Mechanic Simulator recently. Been building a GT40. I forgot the fuel pump. I don't think I've ever played Mechanic Simulator. I think I've seen a couple of videos of it, but I don't think I've ever played it. Right, come on then. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I used too much battery up the hill. Oh, I need to rotate the car in through that first curve earlier. 27-1 from Norris? That's insane. Okay. Lando Norris is cooking. Oh, that corner's so horrible. Although I guess the exit curve is way better now than it always used to be. On some of the older F1 games, that exit curve was horrible. That's pretty nice up the hill. Oh, come on, come on. Get to the apex, kind of-ish. To get to the other side, crisped. Ah. Oh, I turned in too early. That's messed us up. I've used too much battery as well. It's all going wrong out of that final corner. We still do a 28.4 though. So happy with that. I mean, we've gone quicker than Ocon, so I guess there's that. I think that McLaren's about to go quicker than me, though. Yep, there you go. So, only quicker than Ocon after the first run. But it was on a scrub set. We should have qubits in the icon drivers. That would be quite cool. That would be quite cool. Right then. 6/10, it reckons. How much could we find if we found those 6/10? We would go to about... We'd split the Mercs, which honestly I would take. Looking at that at the moment. Looks like Norris and Verstappen and Piastri are kind of a bit ahead of everybody else. A bit like IRL last year. Ocon's had an absolute stinker of a run. Right, come on then. Let's do this thing. The Bug 47, thank you for the follow. Right. I need to try and nail this lap, chat. We need to find just a bit more. I'm sure there are definitely Cadillac mods for this game. I've used one before. Oh, there you go. I think that's Antonelli then doesn't have another set of tyres, so he's in trouble. But is the track then still ramping up right towards the end of qualifying? Will we see any more improvements? Oh, that was nice out of 2. Really maximised the width on the exit. Oh, Verstappen! Are we going to see a 26 coming in? 27 flat, though. He's held the gauntlet to Lando Norris. And that might be Verstappen on the pole, unless we can do something about it, which I doubt highly. Yeah, looks like Verstappen's going to have pole, then. Oh, come on. There's a bit more time to find in the second half of the lap. It's steadily coming to us. I just don't want to use too much battery like I did last time. There's easily another 10th and a half on out of that final corner. Come on. Come on. Half a second up. There you go. 5.5 tenths. That's alright. We'll take it. 5th place, chap. I think we're basically best of the rest. Behind the Mercs, the McLarens and Max.
Well, that wraps
Yep.
up
Oh, we've split the
but don't
Mercs.
worry,
Even better.
We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Well, there you go then. Team reckoned we find 6 tenths of a second on that final run. We didn't quite find all of those 6 tenths, but it ended up making no difference. Max Verstappen, though, on the pole, a 10th clear of Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri in a bit of no man's land in P3, just ahead of Russell and myself. Then it's Antonelli, both Williams, Pierre Gasly, and Esteban Ocon, all inside your top 10. That gives us a spicy grid then, ready for the race. Gotta try and always make sure that I do still do a little bit for the videos. The dinosaur train? Yeah, I don't know actually whether Chris finished his "Why did the chicken cross the road" joke. We can't get another engine failure. Chris. Oh, man. Yeah, KFC. I haven't had a KFC in so long, chat. I don't think I had a single KFC last year. It's probably coming up 2 years since I last had a KFC. I reckon. Can I do any upgrades? Yes, we can. We can do another engine upgrade. We have basically got the best engine in Formula 1. So I guess there's that. But I'm just trying to slap on as many upgrades as we can. I mean, we've got 5 upgrades currently in the works. So that would probably take us to best of the rest, I think. So we're getting there. We're getting there. No way! An autonomous AI trading model by Alpha Chain Labs is now a live token on Solana. That definitely doesn't look like a scam, does it? Wowee. Let's get that one banned. Remove. There you go. I'm driving as Hulkenberg. Any tips for Mexico? Matt212 setups. Best place to go. It's probably also a 2-stop strategy if you struggle with tyre wear. It's a horrible, horrible track. Definitely one of my least liked on the entire game. Hey, welcome in, Ian. I hope you're doing well.
The stage is set for another enthralling race here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. A Ferrari
Cold
stronghold
KFC.
in years gone by. Will
That's
they be
rogue.
able to add to their record today? We'll be racing around
That is rogue.
3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the tricky braking zone of turn 10.
I don't know whether there's a joke in there, Toast. I'm so confused. Am I missing something, chat? Am I just too
So
old
with
to
the
even
race
understand
not far
this?
away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from
Dart, there you go.
position,
Last 2 and
and
2s
Oscar
text
Piastri
me.
completes
Cold
the front
KFC
row.
sounds
Considering
disgusting.
the rest
Just
of the
thought you
grid,
should know that's
we have
grim.
Russell,
The
Hulkenberg,
master has spoken.
Andrea
Ooh, we're up a
Antonelli,
spot.
and
Who's got a
Sainz,
penalty?
Norris,
Hey,
Albon,
Norris. Wonderful.
Gasly, and Esteban Ocon, Leclerc, Hadjar, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Bortoletto, Behrman, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, and
So is
Liam
only Norris
Lawson.
with a pen?
Colapinto.
How
and
odd.
Jack Doohan rounds off the grid.
Wait, did Norris
Now
have a
it's time to
5-place
head
grid
down
drop?
to the track.
Did I miss something?
And
That seems
alongside me
very,
today,
very peculiar.
Former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. So we're getting close to the
Alonso's just,
start of the race.
honestly, so far this
What
season,
will
just
this driver be
bad.
experiencing?
Simply
Big
put.
nerves, big excitement, what?
Always
Cold pizza
extra
is...
nerves at the
If a
start of the race,
pizza
but
is
it's
both good,
probably
hot
at the
and
start of the
cold,
race
you
is
know
where
it's
your
a
heart
good
rate is at its
pizza.
highest in anticipation, and you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong, and how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
I don't listen to Anthony Davidson's advice in CS. I always look to try and just
Radio
not
check.
crash.
Radio check.
Radio check.
Fair enough, Dart.
Okay, we've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
Well, we have scored points in 2 of the opening 3 Grand Prix, and the only reason we didn't back at Australia was thanks to a mechanical failure. So hopefully, more points are on today. I think what we'll try and do, take the medium, like 17 laps, I guess, then do 23 laps on hard, and then another 17 on the medium to the end of the race. I don't want to start on hards. I want to leave that door open for us a bit later on. And as always, I've got to remember that the Sauber has a drinking problem. So I'm going to give us 3 laps extra of fuel. I feel like we could see a safety car. I feel like there could be a safety car today. So only time will tell. 5 red lights though about to come on. Everybody around me is on softs, rather surprisingly. Ooh, that was a good start. I accidentally nailed that, I think. I don't know how I did, but I nailed it. We'll immediately try and have a look past Russell then in towards turn 1. Oh, I'll keep those there. I want to see what my reaction time was there, chat. That felt really good. Oh, there you go. Russell will squeeze me out immediately. Yeah. Only Kimi Antonelli was on the medium. Ooh, I can't. I mean, so Verstappen then, especially with Norris down the order, he will just try and scamper away. Oh, yeah. Definitely not staying there, George. Ugh. A little bit squirrely. Down the hill. Yeah, Matt actually got a good start for once. Like I said, I think my reaction time there was actually accidentally quite good. As in, I thought I might have jumped it. Oh yeah, chat overlay. Sorry. There you go. I'm a bad streamer, we all know that. So I think Verstappen and Piastri then are likely going to run away early on. But they could be on a 3-stop. And the soft tyre will fall apart pretty quickly. This, again, is not a circuit where you want to use the soft. So we'll wait and see. Kings, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. So Russell doesn't want to give up on this. It's a battle of the German teams. And Audi hang on firm that time, not for long though. George has got so much drive off of that corner.
Okay, DRS
And here comes
now
Lando
available.
Norris as well. Oh, Norris slipping his way down the middle. I mean, it's been a good start for the McLaren man. He's almost up to the podium already. So down through turn 1. These two are going to go wheel to wheel through the exit. Can we capitalise as we climb back up the hill? Whoa! He wiggled. He wiggled, chat. Ah! Oh, what are you doing? How do I get wing damage from that, but George does?
Mind that front wing. It's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Oh,
Okay,
Lando's got
a
wing
brand
damage.
new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out.
Yeah, Lando's great start's gone in the bin as well. How has George survived all that? Well, we'll see how bad the damage is. Oh, I just thought he'd stay a bit further over on the left. That's the annoying bit. So Lando might have to peel into the pit lane as well. If so, what we might have to do is just try and hang on to his coattails. It's a long old race. A lot can change. Ugh! Sorry, George. "57 laps isn't that mental." Oh no. Wait, what? Why is he backing out? This makes no sense. Right, what I'm going to try and do then. I know I said the softs aren't that good round here. Oh, there we go. Norris hasn't pit! Oh no! So what I'm going to try and do, chat, is go for like a 10-lap blast on a set of the soft tyres and hopefully close back in. Please say they're changing the wing. Please say they're changing the wing. They're changing the wing. That's fine.
Okay, there seems to have been
Oh,
a
of
problem
course.
removing the front wing, but we're
Of
going to try and put that
course.
behind us now and finish the race strong. Get your head down.
Yeah, the Ferraris have done alright. So Bortoletto's on hards. This is a very, very weird race. At least early on. Tyre strategy for the AI is
Up
all
to
over the
speed
show.
now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Yeah, at least Mark told me we were going to have a slow stop. There's just something comforting about when he tells you. It's like he shares your pain. Right then, chat. I guess we're now driving around for a while. How's everybody doing? Anybody got anything exciting going on this week? I pit on lap 3 because I got wing damage. And it was going to cost us loads of time. So, gap to Lawson's about 21 then. Let's see if we can close this down. Yeah, there's been quite a lot of snow over in the US, hasn't there? That's why I say the NASCAR Clash has been delayed. Which I think watching NASCARs go around Bowman Gray in the snow would have been hilarious. Like, that would have been absolute insanity. But I am looking forward to the Clash, although I don't think I'll be able to watch it live. I don't know anything about the Super Bowl, so I'm going to say the Seahawks. What exactly is a Seahawk, chat? Apart from obviously being a team. Is that an actual animal
Right,
that
the
I
gap
just
to
don't
the
know of?
teammate ahead of us, 19.6 seconds.
Yeah, the amount of warnings we get of like, oh, it's going to snow 7 inches overnight, and then it's just rained. I wouldn't mind a bit of snow. Last 212 is good, bless her. She's just living her life. I would say her best life, but she has got to live with me, so, you know, can't be that great. So that last lap then, we went 3 seconds quicker than Lawson. Although it looks like him and Bortoletto are getting disconnected from the rest of the pack. Did I guess the wrong team? So we're looking to get married in the summer.
And gap to the car in front, 17.2 seconds.
The Audi car is a mod for the game. A metaphorical hand tied behind her back, that, might I add. Her hand isn't actually physically restrained. I didn't even know Markiplier
issues with tyre
like
wear
had
for
made
now.
a movie.
Keep taking care of
Apparently, I read somewhere though that it's done quite well in box office. It's done better than, what was it, the Melania movie, rather unsurprisingly. I would say F125 actually, to be fair to it, has held up a fair amount of interest. I don't think it's done too badly this year. Career mode's pretty dead, but that was more because My Team 2.0 absolutely failed. Oh, come on. I don't know what the Melina movie is, but no, I have not. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I went to the cinema at all last year. I think the only movie I've watched in cinema since COVID was the Ferrari movie. And boy oh boy was it rubbish. The crashes in that movie, chat, are honestly something out of a comedy sketch. It's insane. But I just don't watch that many movies. Like, I've never watched any of the Avengers, for example. My favourite driver is Lewis Hamilton. Although maybe he goes down in my estimations if he is actually dating... what's her face? What's her name? I've already forgot, chat. What is her name? How have I already forgot that? I have not watched the F1 movies still. Although again, Matt212 and I have said we do need to. Whoa, hello. Curb sensitive. Kim, yes. I don't tend to get bored playing F1. Especially when I stream it, because it's nice just to chat with you guys. I mean, we've literally had some races before where I basically just chat to you guys for an evening. Done a race basically as background. Where I can drive and kind of chat at the same time. Sometimes, like, if it's a bit more quiet like this, I don't even really have to think about it too much. I can basically drive on autopilot. We had to pit early on, annoyingly. We are currently running last, but there's a long old way to go. So we should be able to bring ourselves back into the fight. You have to get the footage and then file a report through the iRacing UI. I think it's meant to be a slightly... It's not complicated by any stretch, but not really simple either. Because obviously they don't want just people spam reporting everything that ever happens to them. So I guess we're also getting helped out a little bit, because obviously Lando's not pit and he's got front wing damage. So I think he is holding up a few people. I mean, what are those Ferraris? Is
11.6 seconds.
Fifth, sorry, I think. So yeah, Ferrari have actually recovered pretty nicely early on. This is on maximum AI, 110 AI. Or the only AI you ever see me run on this game is 110. 110 AI, no assists. Yeah, Hamilton seemed a bit more confident in this year's car, which hopefully is a good sign. It should, in theory, suit his driving style a bit more again, which would be nice. Oh, so basically you have to set a bind either on like your wheel or your keyboard, and then start running the replay, and then obviously press, like, for example, I've got two buttons on my wheel that is next incident and last incident. So you need to go through the controls on the game. What's happened to Bortoletto, chat? He's just dropping down the order. He's now lost to Lawson. He's out of the DRS range. So I think Sauber then, after a decent qualifying, I know obviously I messed up, But Sauber might be in the big. But it's a long old race. There's plenty of time. We can get back in the fight. How are these soft tyres wearing? Actually, yeah, they're taking a bit of a beating, aren't they? I think if I can get these to sort of lap 15-ish, then obviously we'll go on to hards and just take them as far as we can. But we'll wait and see. This is the thing when people ask me, like, what AI should I be running or what assist should I be running? It's a game. Run whatever assist and whatever AI you like. If you want to win every single race as Bortoletto, and you want to run 5 AI and lap everybody 16 times over, as long as you're having fun with it, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I run 110 because normally it gives me a pretty decent competition. Sometimes they still suck. And I'm just used to running no assists. Just because I like a bit more of a challenge from it, but not everybody wants a challenge from a game. Games are meant to be a fun way to relax still, at the end of the day, for a lot of people. Not for me, though. I like to raise my blood pressure. Hey, thank you, David. I appreciate it, buddy. Which F1 game has the best physics? I still like 2020's handling model. 2020 felt so good. I would say 23, though, was pretty good. 25's not bad by any stretch either. The biggest disappointment with F1 25 has honestly been My Team 2.0. There's a lot of actually pretty good things about this game. The Dirty Air works quite well. Driver career mode is still pretty good fun. Hence why I do driver career modes. They fixed a few things as well from F1 24 that were annoying. Like, the DRS trains now are way less of an issue. People look back at F1 24 way too fondly. Like, I would say the Grand Effect games, 23, 25, pretty close at the top, 24, 22. F1 22 should have been locked in a basement and never let out. Terrible game. Well, last because I accidentally got front wing damage. So I pit nice and early, and we're fighting our way back up. Go cut that corner. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Exclamation mark wheel will give you my whole Fanatec setup. But it is a Formula V 2.5X.
Okay, Nico, we've got some clear track around us.
I want to be
now,
really
so
careful
use
with
it
those
and
trick
make
track
this
limits.
next lap a quick one. Let's go.
So, team are hoping for a 37 flat. My best is a 33.0. A 33.2 even. So I guess that's not bad. It's not great either, but I am also trying to look after the tires. He says, as he immediately just fires it off at the very next corner. If you want to try and master anything, I would say probably trying to go ABS and traction control is the best thing to do first. I would say ABS traction control, then obviously like no line.
Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work.
No line, I think, still for most people is the toughest thing to get rid of. Oh, come on. Why am I locking the front so badly? Don't want to move the bias backwards though, otherwise I'll start looking the rears. Maybe I should have reduced the pressure slightly here. Maybe I should have run 99 or 98. We should be able to get past Bortoletto though, fairly soon. But you're definitely starting to see the gaps coming down a little bit less each and every lap. Yeah. Well, someone said in my Discord a couple of weeks ago, like, occasionally Max does this, where he's just absolutely OP. And I think we've got to call it now a Maxter class. It's just something that only the Dutchman, Charles Leclerc, can do at a Baku and Monza as well, I believe. But there's just a few tracks where a few of the AI can be absolutely OP for seemingly no reason occasionally. Leclerc can also do it at Vegas, I found. Some of the newer setups are a bit more slippery. So if you're struggling with them, Beastie, I would try using some of the older ones that I made. I've been sim racing pretty much all my life.
Okay, gap to the car ahead.
Like, even as a little kid, I always wanted to play racing games. More kind of serious sim racing, probably about 10 years. But ever since I was a kid, I always played racing games. I remember playing, like, Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 as a kid. Which, let's be fair, pretty good game to get into racing games, wasn't it? Not really a surprise that I caught the bug. That game was so sick. Ugh! I was too busy reading something on TikTok. Luckily, we didn't hit the wall. Don't know how much time I lost from that. No, we didn't lose too much. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it, buddy. And you even got a mistake out of me as well, but that's a bit more common. I've definitely finished MW05. I completed that game quite a few times. I've still got it on Xbox somewhere. Great game. Always such a shame how much Need for Speed fell off. Kind of in the early 2010s. I've got videos showcasing my setup. Just search Matt212 setup or room tour. It'll come up. Our next 24-hour race I don't think is until May, I want to say. I think this month we got Bathurst 12-hour and the Daytona 500. Next month is Sebring 12 hours. April, I believe, is the Road America 500, I want to say. And then May is the Indy 500 and hopefully the Nürburgring 24. I believe Nürburgring is in May, and then Spa 24 is in July or June. And then hopefully there'll be an iRacing Le Mans 24. Hopefully as well we'll do the Silverstone 24. So yeah, there's a few more coming this year, don't you worry. But Daytona is generally the most popular one. But we say we're considering doing some LMU as well, which could be quite good fun. What's the best... Oh, that's the dumbest warning I've ever got. What am I doing, chat? How is Bortoletto falling away from everybody else as well so badly? What's going on with him? If you want like a cheap budget steering wheel to play F1, Thrustmaster T128. Yeah, I've only got one more warning now before a penalty. When are we going to start seeing AI pit as well? That's the other thing. The T29 on the Moser R3 are very good as well. The 128 is just a lot cheaper. Simply put. So, Doohan now has been jumped by Lawson, so I think for the AI, they're getting to the point now where the hard tyre is much, much better. Seems it's not working for Bortoletto still. But that's by the by. I've got to make sure I don't do what I did in CS at the weekend. I mean, I guess it kind of worked out for me in the end. But we basically tried to take the hard tyre probably too far early on. Luckily, we then did get a safety car. But by the time the safety car came out, I'd basically lost most of the time to the guys that had pit. F1 Curo? Thank you for the follow. Alright, we should be in the range of Bortoletto this time, as long as we don't mess this up. Don't think we'll get him into turn 1, though. I think, honestly, Sauber just haven't got that quick a car here. I think the softs can go a little bit further. Maybe I'll try and go soft and then hard and just take it as far as I can. Oh, I've just missed out on DRS. Oh, come on, nose in. Ugh. Easy. Gotta still look after those rear tyres. So I think if we could get them to lap 22, that would mean I've done 20 laps on the softs. 37 laps then on a set of hards wouldn't be that, like, impossible. I guess I'm just kind of waiting to see whether we get a safety car or anything today. It's not uncommon in Bahrain. The AI can often spin. So we'll have to wait and see. I do need to have a look if there's an updated Audi livery mod at some point. I just quite like this one. The IRL one's a bit of an eyesore, so yeah, I quite like this one at the moment. What wheel have you got, Griffey? That'll be a very, very difficult thing, potentially. Ooh. Oh, I've got no battery again. Come on. Bortoletto might just still pull away from me. To the inside. There we go. A little bit of a cheeky early race Audi battle, but it's nice that we get to race someone, even if it is just each other. Ferrari have really come back in this race. I assume that's Leclerc running now up in third, and he's closing in on Piastri. How were they so bad in qualifying, and yet seem to have absolutely come alive in the race early on? Oh, don't get up on that curb. Oh, there you go. Timer warning lights now on. So I don't think we're going to be able to take these tyres much further. We'll bolt on a set of hards fairly soon, see if we can undercut a bit more. It should work, Griffey. You might just have to have a look online, though. Yeah, we're not going to be able to one-stop this race, chat, so I don't think there's much benefit staying on these tyres much longer. I think we'll dive in now. We'll go to a set of hards. I'll just try and take him pretty deep into the Grand Prix. If we can take him sort of just over 20 laps, then we should be pretty good. We are definitely starting to undercut people as well. Don't get done for speeding. Oh, that was closer than I wanted to be. Hey, welcome in, Nathan. I hope you're doing well, mate. So, at least Bortoletto's up into the lofty heights of P18 once more. I mean, if we can score points today, I'll be quite happy, honestly. The way the early laps have gone. But this is what I need to be doing more this season than I did. Oh, yellows! Verstappen! Surely not! Surely Verstappen hasn't got issues. It's the yellow flag. It is the Dutchman! Max Verstappen, I think, is out of this race, chat. Either that or he's got a puncture. Max Verstappen from a dominant lead out of it. And his podium streak comes to a close early on. Heartbreak for the Dutchman from a dominant position here. It never really looked in doubt for him in the opening few laps, but reliability once again has dogged him here in Bahrain. That's going to mean now Oscar Piastri suddenly up to P1. I tell you what, Ferrari, if I'm going to start they bad, they could be in that fight incredibly quickly. I cannot believe that. Poor Verstappen. At least we're going to be ahead of him, I guess. This is why we need to score points today. I need to try and close in on the Dutchman in the World Championship now. Shame there's been no safety car there. That would have been quite useful. But I can't complain too much. Poor old Max Verstappen, though. He absolutely romped away from everybody. Well, our first retirement of the night. Will we get another? I mean, that is quite funny. The only thing sometimes on this game that can stop Max Verstappen is Max Verstappen. So both Williams have picked quite early as well, so I think they're struggling a bit for tyre wear. But they've both gone mediums, so I think effectively now we're probably in a direct race with them. So I've got to try and make, what, 20 seconds up on Albon, which is easier said than done. I don't know what Lando Norris is attempting either in this race, so that'll be interesting. Oh, that's stupid. That's really stupid. At least I'm not doing this in CS. I mean, 2 of those warnings were really dumb. And then that one just kind of forgot how much more grip I had. Next race in this series is tomorrow. We're going to do this tonight, and then we're going to do Jeddah tomorrow. Wednesday will be Imola, Thursday will be Monaco. Although I could mix it up, couldn't I? I could try and do Jeddah and Imola tomorrow. And then do Monaco Wednesday. I don't know what race is after Monaco. Maybe Spain? Keep it in track limits. There we go. Norris is in. Norris is out. So Norris has still got a decent margin over us then. He's gone to another set of softs though, which is rather odd. Yeah, well, Melbourne's what? It's less than 6 weeks away now? We're almost back to proper Formula 1. Oh, that's not a warning. Shocking. We can't now suddenly be doing quite well in CS and still picking up penalties in this. And this is again why I like to run strict track limits and everything. Malvita, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Oh, come on. Yeah, we've got 1 track limits penalty. Hopefully that'll be the only one. I do feel sorry for Bortoletto, because he's just got no speed. I didn't see any damage when we went past him. I think he's just struggling. Whether he just hasn't got a good setup for the hard tyres or what. For some reason I had in my head that it was later than that. So it's 4 weeks at the end of this week then, isn't it? So 5 weeks, really. There we go. Colapinto and Doohan in. Will I get the jump on either of them? Hopefully. Yeah, we should do. There we go. We're not last anymore. I'm ahead of Doohan, and hopefully we'll get Colapinto on the exit as well. Oh, come on. Whoa. Come on, we've got to try and get him up the hill. Although, to be fair, he is on softs. So he might be fairly quick. Yeah, not going to get to him. Oh, don't lock up immediately, Franco. Right, drive. Drive fast. Carry us along. Oh, that dirty air again. We're so low down because we're in a Sauber. And it kind of sucks. And I might have got wing damage earlier on. My wheel's actually on basically the highest full speed back setting it will go on. I like to run it really, really high. Like, if I let go of it, it will rattle around massively. Like, if I go like this, see? It just immediately wants to shake away. So it is on very, very high force feedback. Oh, there you go. Behrman's in. Don't know if we'll be out ahead of him. Oh, we are going to clear him, so I guess that's good. One of the V-Carbs is 4th. Fair play. That's got to be Hajar, hasn't it? But good to see it for him. I've also noticed, chat, Mark's gone. He's gone away forever. No, Verstappen had a mechanical failure. I thought for a second it might be a puncture, but it was a mechanical. If it's a puncture and he's that close to the pit lane, he would have made it back. Oh, hello, Colapinto. Nice and easy. Come on, you're meant to be dragging me along, sir. Yeah, I've ummed and ahed about doing some watch-alongs. The thing is, normally I watch Grand Prix with Matt212. So we like to kind of chill and watch them. But I have considered it. Because I know they are quite popular now, aren't they? If the Latifi didn't crash in Abu Dhabi, Lewis was like 30 seconds clear of Max. He was definitely going to win it. Oh, there you go. So, Bortoletto's finally in there. I mean, he hasn't even taken those hards very far. He's really, really struggled with them early on, hasn't he? Yeah, no need to go defensive, Franco. I'll stick behind you a little bit longer, but if I don't feel like you've got the speed, then we'll try and make the move. You're not going to get me with that one. Yeah, like I said, I would consider it, but like I said, last 2 and 2 are like watching Grand Prix casually together. Oh, come on. Get that nose in. Kuipfer, thank you for the follow. Like I said, I obviously want to look at more and more different ideas for live streaming this year, but obviously, again, this is my full-time job, so I've got to obviously work out kind of what brings in the revenue that I need as well. And obviously at the moment, videos still does the majority of that, but hopefully, obviously, if we keep growing on Twitch and keep live streaming more. I think always the thing for me, of course, is that when you live stream more, you're more reliant on people's generosity, which, of course, obviously is massively, massively appreciated. But it is a little bit different to just having ads on a video. I mean, we're gaining up some spots, chat. And a lot of these guys are going to have to make another pit stop as well, so... I think, yeah, we might have to start thinking about a move on Colapinto, though, soon. Because I don't think he's got the speed. Oh, F212 is where the money's at. This is me with my steering wheel. Would I consider turning pro? Absolutely not. Back when I was like 17, 18, I was a lot more into pro competition style stuff in sim racing. Like, I qualified for F1 Esports once. I was ranked top 50 in the world on Forza Motorsport. I was ranked 7th on Xbox on the Dirt Esports Championship as well. So I did quite a few bits. Number one, there is basically no money in it. Like, there's so few guys now that are able to support it as a full-time job, which is kind of insane. There is so much more money in content creation. And number 2, it's just brutal, man. Especially in sim racing. Because you're basically, there's kind of no variables. So everybody's basically just trying to do the same thing. It's basically kind of up to a certain point of who gets a little bit lucky with RNG. So it's like you watch F1 esports, it's just in a 29 lap race in Bahrain, it's 28 laps in the slipstream, 1 lap of DRS right at the end, and use the battery. That's basically how it works. And that's not what I want to do.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 17.8 seconds. 32.3 seconds.
Oh, there we go. He's just giving me numbers, chat. Mark's back, but he's just yelling numbers at me. Oh, come on. Hey, welcome in to me. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Difficulty is set to 110. Like, I still enjoy doing, like, competitive racing and stuff. Like, I do a fair amount of iRacing. Obviously, I race in CS. That kind of thing. But going, like, back to a semi-pro level would just not be my idea of fun. Hey, happy to hear it, Dart. What was wrong with it, do you know? There you go. Actually, Colapinto's just fallen apart instantly. No idea what's going on with him. We qualified 5th in the end. But I think, honestly, this car just has not had that race pace either. Ferrari sucked in qualifying, and they're now, like, neither Ferrari made Q3. And they're now 2nd and 3rd overall. Why shoes instead of socks? I just find it comfier. I'm so used to it with the load cell brake. I just wouldn't go back. How odd? That's a bit of a shame. Is it protected under warranty? Oh. Oh, I thought that was a warning then. Was that a warning? Because I did not run wide there. How was that a warning? That's insane. Right, I can't get another one. Yeah, I definitely want to do... I think either AC or Automobilista 2 is one of the best ones for, like, classic F1 championships. But it's definitely something I'm going to do in the future. That is a separate piece of software called Race Labs that's doing my throttle and braking and steering. It is PC only, it is paid for, I'm afraid. But I would recommend it. Oh, come on. We've got no need to cool down the tyres at the moment. They're hanging on pretty nicely in there. Have I ever raced against any F1 drivers? I think I've matched up against Oscar Piastri a couple of times on iRacing, but that was before he made it to F1. I've commentated over Alexander Albon playing F1. That was quite funny. I told him he had a skill issue. My favourite track of all time is the Nürburgring Nordschleife. Absolutely love it. Great venue. Cali Boblo, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.
So Ocon still looks pretty quick then. Like I said, I still reckon points are doable today. Although I would assume Norris has got that wing sorted. But like, Hadjar shouldn't be quicker than us. Stroll shouldn't be quicker than us. There's definitely still an opportunity to pick up some places as this race continues. We've just got to look after these hard tyres.
3.5 seconds.
What? What? Oh, gap to the car in front. You got to give me context with those numbers, Mark. You can't just yell numbers at me, otherwise I get scared. Come on. I mean, we could try and work with Ocon, I suppose. Sainz is definitely struggling. Yeah, Nürburgring 24 is a great race. Come on. Old Hockenheim or new Hockenheim? They are very different venues.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Oh, come on. Right, can we try and stick with Ocon then? Because he's had pretty good pace tonight. So if we can just try and hang on to him until we pit again, which I think is probably going to be in just over 10 laps. But he is on fresher, softer tyres. But yeah, Sainz is definitely struggling. We're taking a lot of time out of Carlos. So again, this race is always a bit of a weird one with kind of the way strategy pans out. Ugh. Oh, I was reading chat. I'm allowing myself that. Don't care. I was reading chat. You can yell at me all you like. I was trying to read a confusing message. I'm not having this race completely ruined because of that. I made the mistake earlier on, that's fine. Well, I'm not just deleting myself for no good reason. Doesn't make for very good content. So what this is at the end of the day, content. Stop. Yeah, but if I don't read messages, then I basically just sit here for an hour and a half talking to myself like a crazy person, which I'm kind of already doing.
There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it clean.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Smurf. I was just trying to read a message and make sense of it, and then the last thing I know, Ocon's already broke. I'm sorry. Miami has been removed from this season. There will be no Miami Grand Prix. Yeah, so we're gaining, what, about 6/10 a lap on Sainz. My least favourite track in the world, I mean, Miami's got to be up there. Terrible circuit. Not a particularly big fan of Barcelona. Never liked that venue. Other ones that I strongly dislike? I don't really know. There's a few. Oh, Hungary. Always the Hungaroring, of course. The Hungaroring is one of the worst tracks in modern Formula 1. Occasionally it delivers a good race IRL, but it sucks. Yeah, we've deleted Miami from this. I think we've got rid of Hungary as well in this season. There you go. I think Lando Norris has just been overtaken by Isaac Hadjar. Ah, see, Baku I don't mind. Baku's a unique little challenge. And obviously it really punishes drivers IRL, which is quite interesting. This isn't a 16 race season. we've got reverse Austria, reverse Silverstone, and reverse Zandvoort. But reverse Zandvoort replaces normal Zandvoort. Just because normal Zandvoort sucks as well on this game. I mean, reverse Zandvoort's going to be mental. It's such a difficult race. See, I quite like Monaco. Right, so I think Ocon's just obviously in the dirty air of science, but yeah, Lando's definitely still struggling a bit as well, a little bit further up. Like I said, I still reckon points are doable. Yeah, all the Dutch fans hate me, but that's not new information. Hello. What's going on between these two? Science does not want to give that up. He could have given himself the DRS. There goes Esty Bestie, though.
Okay, you're in the dirty air of the car in front. Let's get past them. The gap to the car
we're
in
just
front
not
is
gaining
less than
anything.
1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone. Gap to your teammate behind, 26.8 seconds.
Ah! Oh, that's
I'm afraid
bad.
you've been given a time penalty for that.
I got
last
another
60
warning
seconds.
as well. Oh, good heavens, chat. Maybe I shouldn't do evening F1 streams. Oh, sorry, Science. I just seem to suck on this game in the evening. I just never play it apart from CS of an evening. This is terrible. Yeah, I can't blame that one on chat. I just wanted to try and maximise the run. I didn't want to lose the gap to Ocon.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Oh yeah, Norris is on softs, isn't he? That's why he's struggling. It's been a disaster, chat. Moron. Yeah, I guess I deserve that one. Maybe I just can't drive very well after like 6 PM. Right, it's going to make it slightly more difficult to try and score. But if we don't get a safety car, it might still just come down a random pace. Oh, come on, lose him. I mean, yeah, we're going like a second a lap faster than Lando. And he's not losing much to Hajar either. So that would be us back in the points. Honestly, like I said, if we can score a point today, I will take that. That will feel like a victory. Pace on the hards, though, has felt alright. But we've been carried along a bit by the DRS. No, I genuinely seem to find, like, it's why I tend to record the setup videos first thing. I am a quicker driver in the morning. Like, I've always found that to be the case. I wake up and I can drive quicker. Oh, I also can't help tilting my head. I've always done that since I was a kid. I don't even know that I'm doing it. Like, I can't feel it. But even when I'm watching myself back, I'm like, it just looks hilarious. Yeah, stick to NASCAR or iRacing. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe ovals are for evening streams. Alright, come on then. I just haven't got the battery, have I?
The car in front. Try to keep up this momentum. You're increasing the gap
No.
to the car behind.
Oh,
5
God, I
seconds
literally
left.
drifted. I wasn't even trying to do that. I was trying to correct the back end. This is like vintage Matt212 when we first went on to strict track limits. Having an absolute stinker. Are we going to get Ocon this time? Ugh. Oh, you cannot do that. He just moved at me right at the last moment. I don't really know. I wanted to try and get that move done so we can try and get in the range of Lando, but that's not going to happen either. But I think we are starting to get some pace back over Esteban. It will be interesting to see, though, kind of once the strategies have settled down towards the end, kind of where we're fighting. What is Ocon doing?
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
The car just seems to have struggled in race pace, and I'm bad. That's the bigger one. The Audi livery is a mod. I wonder who's going to be our second mechanical if we get one. You just take Ocon out. Just no braking. I effectively accidentally did that a few minutes ago, but that upset Smurf. Oh, come on, lose him. Yeah, Esteban and I now are costing each other time against Lando. Gotta focus on the bigger picture. Gotta keep doing what we need to do. I'm sorry, Smurf. Hang on, to be fair, when like the game tries to screw me over, you still act as VAR. Right, come on. Esteban Ocon again trying to move in the braking zone. Although Lando's really struggling now. This might allow us to get a bit closer. I mean, Hadjar, to be fair to him, has still got some very, very good pace. Has Hadjar already scored this season, chat, or was it Lawson? I think it was Hadjar, wasn't it? Lando's still got his wing damage. He's never sorted it. So he's probably not going to score a point because of that. Yeah, we've got to find a way around him pretty quickly. Oh, come on. Good dart. I'm proud of you. I like the way most of my chat is always waiting for my downfall. It's like, I know I've said it before, but it's like on The Simpsons, when everybody's crowded at the back of Homer's office, and they're like, wait a second, he's about to do something stupid, and then he proceeds to do something stupid. That's me playing F1, as proven right there. Right, come on then, let's clear Lando.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 33.6 seconds.
Oh, Lando's trying to cover off Ocon. 3 wide. Send it. And we made it work. Oh, they're still squabbling behind. This might give us a chance to run away. So 10 seconds to Stroll. 4 seconds to Hadjar. Sensibly, unless I think anything crazy happens, these are probably the last guys we're likely going to jump and have a chance to beat on raw pace with the penalties. But we'll wait and see. Not long before we're going to pit again. I'm probably going to try and go lap 40, I think. Bortoletto as well is going to get lapped by Piastri quite soon. That's a bit of a shame. Whoa, hello. I'll say I might try and get 2 races in tomorrow. I might try and do both Jeddah, because Jeddah's a really, really quick race on F1. So I might try and do both Jeddah and Imola tomorrow. And then do Monaco Wednesday, Spain Thursday. But I haven't decided fully yet. Oh, there you go, Alonso in. Alonso and Albon into the pit lane.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 10.6 seconds.
We're in the points, chat. Red flag it now. Don't actually. I honestly think a red flag would probably screw us. I mean, we are quicker than Hajar and Stroll. Not by a lot, but definitely are quicker. So maybe if we can undercut them, there'll be a chance. A fighting opportunity right towards the very end. Hey, welcome in, Oscar. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, there's only been one retirement. I mean, it could still be us. We could be that second mechanical of the night. You never know. Bahrain is normally one of my unlucky tracks as well on these games. I've had more than my fair share of mechanical failures here. There you go. Hamilton in as well. So he's taken the hards to the end.
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Ah. That might be one of the first people that's ever come in that reckons they've found me on Facebook. But I do post on Facebook. I post just about everywhere. If there is somewhere to post videos, I'm probably posting there. No, not there,
Okay,
actually,
Nico,
chat.
after that
That's a
front
bad
wing
line.
damage, we've got to look after it now.
Nobody
Please
clip that.
protect the front wing. Come on. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.9 seconds.
Right, come on. We just got to keep trying to reel in Hajar. I want to be close to him by the time he pits. Hey, welcome in, Mattia. Hope you're doing well. Oh, come on. Where's the nose gone? Definitely front end is starting to fade again. Just trying to get the last little bit out of these tyres. I'd like to say I'm in the top 50% of F1 game players. I'm not the best, I'm not the worst. Oh, there you go, Stroll's in. Seems a bit early. Batmab, thank you for the follow. And
So
Russell's in.
ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate. Or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
Oh, he held up Hajar just a little bit out of turn 1 and turn 2. Not by a lot, but it helps us out. Wait, what tyres is Stroll on, chat, did we see? Do we know what he's on to the end? I would assume mediums, but I could be wrong. A safety car, eh. Honestly, at the moment, I don't mind. I'm kind of happy for this race to run out. Obviously, like I said, we'll just bolt on a set of mediums quite soon and take those to the end. Stroll's on round ones. Thanks. Oh, come on. Oh, there you go. So Leclerc's pushing. Don't think he's quite going to get Piastri by the end, but the fact that Ferrari could bag a double podium here is nuts. Is Antonelli winning? Oh, there you go. Hajar's in, so we're not even going to get an undercut on him. Gonna have to try and work an overcut.
We're going to box this lap, push hard on the in-lap.
I will be live tomorrow afternoon from about 1 PM UK time. Although, I guess if I'm going to try and do 2 races, chat, I might try and start a little bit earlier. If I get some other stuff done first. I need to record Haas Road to Glory tomorrow. And F1 2010. Kept my foot in. I guess there's that.
Gabriel coming in for his stop now.
Show them who Hulkenberg really is. I think that's why I'm running where I am in this race. And why I might just score a point. This is who Hulkenberg really is.
Pit now, pit now.
There we go. Didn't get a warning. Sure, that made sense. Right, final pit stop then, chat. Don't get done for speeding. Ooh, that was close. Closer than I want it to be. Gabriele Martinelli in the pits. Not quite sure who that is, but I like them. The Audi is a mod livery for the game.
Go, go! That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Right, come on then. Where are we rejoining?
Stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
So we're going to be out just ahead of Lando, maybe. Whoop, park the bus. So Hadjar, is he going to have to pit again? That seems quite brave to try and take those to the end. I think there's 1 or 2 more, though, that still need to pit. So hopefully, if we can get past Hadjar and build up a 6-second gap over him, hopefully, points are still on. But yeah, he's going to struggle on those tyres. Piastri's just doing what Piastri does up at the front. Control a race once Verstappen's retired from it. Seems to be his goal on F1 25. Is it a large game? Is your storage full? Are you on a hard drive? There's many questions that need answering. Right, there we go. We've already got Lando back at the DRS range. That's goal number 1. We seem to be quicker than Hadjar anyway. Like I said, he will probably struggle. Ocon's also in, so we'll be back ahead of him. I quite like Qatar on this game. I think it's pretty good. It's not the best track for league racing or IRL, but I enjoy it on to drive.
Tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Oh, I can't. Are we going any quicker than Stroll, do we know? I hope so. Stroll in a Red Bull is still hilariously cursed. Easy. Yeah, Qatar, yeah. I mean, IRL you can't overtake. In the game you can. It's not easy, but it's also not impossible. What they need to do with Qatar is replace turn 1, 2, and 3 with Bahrain's 1, 2, and 3. Then you'll be sorted.
Got a 2-second gap to the car behind. We need to keep it clean so they don't get a chance to overtake. Focus.
Yeah, we should be alright. Oh, Ocon's only 6.5 seconds back, and he's on softs. Why is everybody using softs towards the end of this race, man? What's going on? So we're definitely going quicker than Stroll, but I don't think by enough. We're definitely, well, we might be going quicker than Hadjar, but his tyres should fall off. This is going to be tricky towards the end. We're going to be on the precipice of points. That's close to a warning. Alonso at Ferrari career mode. I would love to do some different ones at some point. I got so many ideas for like videos and stream series that I'd love to do. I didn't forget Cam's burn. Like I said though, I can barely remember my own birthday. If it wasn't literally in my YouTubing, I wouldn't remember when my birthday is. Alright, so we're going about a second quicker than Stroll then. So that could still be quite close by the end. We're going about half a second quicker than Hadjar, but like I said, we're kind of waiting on his tyres to fade. We've got the pace over Norris, we've got the pace over Ocon. We seem to be doing okay. Let's just get this car to the end. I believe we're going to have some family over. I think we're going to have my sister and my brother-in-law and then my grandparents over for tea. I just don't know what's going on with the Bathurst 12 hours just yet. It might well be that obviously I kind of do a few hours in that and then kind of leave the others to it rather than race myself. So we'll have to have a look. But I think I'm also out the night before. Because my sister's birthday's like a week after mine. So, yeah. We normally try and like plan a joint birthday as such. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, dropped Matt212 stream. Maybe. Maybe at some point. I mean, we did that on RB there, yeah, kind of. I'd had a couple to drink. Hey, no worries, Sam. Have a good one, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. I think the problem we've still got is we're just using battery, and then we're struggling with it towards the end of the lap.
And gap to the car in front, 2.6
Oh!
seconds.
Right, there you go. That's us not beating Stroll, unless something crazy happens. Hopefully that's not going to cost us any more spots, though, I don't think. Hadjar will struggle towards the end. I definitely still think we can beat out Hadjar. This has not been my race, though, chat. Gabby's going to do crash gate. That would be really bad for us if Gabby brought out a safety car. I'd say I've had no issues in CS so far this season. Go back to career mode and then suddenly I'm cutting corners all over the place again. I just want a point. Is that too much to ask? I didn't realize you could use so much of that curb. Oh, come on. I mean, we're going to need basically a second the lap over Hadjar. We've got to hope his soft tyres hit the cliff. Yeah, we are on lap 46 of 57. There is not long to go with this race. Yeah, if we just get 1 point, I'd be happy.
Keep managing your tyres, manage your tyres.
The thing is, I need to make sure, I need to get into Hadjar's DRS
You're
ideally.
increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 a lap.
I would assume Hadjar's not going to pit again, but he is going a very long way on softs. I guess they should be alright, because it's late on. They should hang in there, because it's low fuel, but still seems brave, if you ask me. Come on. Actually seems like Hadjar's closing in on Stroll quicker than I'm closing in on Hadjar, which is a bit frustrating. Hey, welcome in, Dominic. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I mean, this has kind of been, as I always say, Bahrain is a bit more of a real test. Australia's normally pretty easy. Japan's normally fairly easy. Shanghai is just carnage for some reason. So Bahrain is like one of the first real tests you get of like the all-round ability of the car. And it's safe to say this Sauber is pretty good over one lap, but definitely still struggles in race pace. And I still struggle. That's the bigger problem with the car. Right, can I get in his DRS this time? Normally still pretty good through this middle section. I wonder if it's just obviously adding those extra couple of clicks of wing. Obviously because we were struggling so much with grip in practice. Like, this is one of the worst tracks for free practice. There is just zero grip down. Oh, come on. Oh, again, we're not in the range.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Don't cut that corner. Right, come on, get in the DRS. I mean, Stroll is really struggling. But I might be able to get to him, but it's just getting past him. I think Stroll, sorry, not Stroll, even Russell's feeling confident about this year. There's definitely an opportunity for him and Mercedes. He might finally have a chance in a really good car. And I don't mind the Vegas Grand Prix. The track can be quite entertaining. Not a particularly big fan of the whole spectacle, but then again, I don't have a gambling problem, so why would I go to Vegas?
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
It's just about trying to... It's like little management tricks you can do on the game. It's basically all I'm doing with the ERS. Right, but there we go. The penalties now, we'd be still ahead of Norris. But I've got to try and find a way around Hadjar. Effectively need a second the lap against Isaac. Which, unless his soft tyres really hit the cliff soon, is going to be tough. Yeah, this is F1 25. Oh, I don't get a warning. Alright, we should be able to clear him by the time we get into one. Just try and save a little bit of... Come on. Let's move back into that top 10. Even if someone gets a mechanical failure or anything like that, this could still be useful. Oh, all the way around the outside. A little bit slip-slidey. We've done it, though.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Mark happy with that one as well. And let's keep trying to get a bit closer to Alonso then. Ideally, if we could get Hajar at the DRS nice and quickly, that would be useful. But not entirely convinced that's going to happen. Oh, he's just going to hang in the range that time. Whoa. Come on. Yeah, we're definitely pushing these tyres. Looks like Ocon's cleared Lando as well. So Lando Norris's bad night going from, well, bad to worse, I guess. I've got to make sure Hajar doesn't stay in the range. Got to make sure we get him out of that range. We cannot be dragging him around this track. 9 seconds of penalties, sadly, is from track limits. It has not been an ideal night for me. How is Hajar just staying there? When are his tyres going to fall off? Why is the V-Carb suddenly good in this game? I have so many questions. I don't know if you guys have it as well in your career modes, but I always find that V-Carb are useless. The amount of times I've seen them score 0 points in a season is insane. But suddenly now Hajar wants to get good. Oh, that's the line through there. That was beautiful. Easy. Now we're starting to get away from him. Now I think those soft tyres are beginning to fall off.
1.9 seconds.
V-Carb isn't that great in a straight line. It's not bad, but it's not that good. Right, come on. Seven seconds in 6 laps. Is that going to be doable? It's unlikely, but whoa. We keep getting well-timed DRS and things like that off people. It's not impossible. It's just so difficult to be consistent with this car. Inconsistency is this car's consistency. The Aston Martin is the slowest car in a straight line on this game. But not by much. There's not much difference between most of them, to be honest. I think when I did a test in Vegas, the Ferrari was quickest and it was 2 miles an hour quicker than the Aston Martin, which was slowest. There is very little between any of them. Oh, was I in the range? I don't think so. That's annoying. I think if we can catch Alonso by the end, we might just get the gap over Hajar. But I've definitely screwed myself over tonight. But after 3 fairly calm races to start the season, that was always going to happen. Unless, like, Stroll and Hadjar can have the biggest battle of my life. That'd be handy. Oh, come on, where's the nose? Like, one lap you'll turn in there and it'll be absolutely fine. The next lap it just won't bite. It's so strange. Such a weird car. Right, we're in the DRS though now. This is good. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bradston. I've let everybody down tonight. Stroll! Don't do that now. At least give me DRS and then start sliding around all over the show. If you get points, I will give 5 subs. Get it, screenshot, chat. Alright, come on then. Let's get Stroll. Oh, we got lucky there. That could have been devastating wing damage. Oh, come on. We need 5 more seconds in 3.5 laps. We're definitely gaining some of it. But will we gain all of it? I need more well-timed DRS. To kill Stroll and gain 5 subs. That's more likely. I mean, look at that. We've gained almost a second on him, basically through Sector 2. It's just we lose so much because I got no battery around the rest of the lap. But there's no point me trying to recharge the pack now because we just won't have time to use it all. Yeah, I make some awkward noises when I'm going for moves. I need 1.6 seconds a lap now. That's going to be near impossible. So unless those hard tyres hit the cliff, soft tyres hit the cliff, I think that's going to be a tall order.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.0 seconds.
I mean, we are still pushing though. I need to get in the DRS of Alonso by the end. That's what we need. We might, just to be fair, get in Alonso's range by the end. Oh, come on. To be fair, this lap, I've put about 1.5 on Hadjar so far. It's not impossible. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. Hadjar is definitely beginning to struggle. Just how much he's gained again by the time we get down to turn 1. need the DRS. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I think Alonso's just about got enough. Come on. Yeah, we're not quite going to get to a Fernando, annoyingly. Oh. Another half a second there could have given us a lot of time on that final lap. Yeah, the gap's only up to like 7. We're going to need Hadjar to have a monumental fall off with 1 more lap to go. Oh, it's so frustrating. 1 less penalty could have made all the difference.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. The final lap.
But I've struggled with consistency all night long in this car. That's a terrible line through turn 1. Absolutely terrible. I need Hadjar to have an almighty incident. And it's not going to happen. I mean, we're not even gaining anything on Fernando anymore. He's trying to close back in on Albon. There you go, though. Oscar Piastri. He will claim the victory here in Bahrain. Helped, of course, by Verstappen's mechanical failure earlier on in the night. Otherwise, I think the Dutchman would have wrapped it up probably about 20 seconds before Oscar managed. But a frustrating night for us. After a couple of really good races out in China and Japan, we came back to Bahrain. I said this was going to be a top old venue, and it has certainly been the case tonight.
Gap to the car ahead, 2.0 seconds.
Oh, if we just got in the range of Alonso right towards the end, maybe, just maybe, it could have been a little bit different. But in towards the final corner then, it is only going to be P11 here in Bahrain. So close to points. But sadly, at the end of the day, close and not points, it's hardly relevant. Oh, I flipped it.
Pick up rubber and bring it home.
Oh, man.
That was difficult.
There you go. That's a nice cinematic, isn't it? I had to try and crash at the line, because occasionally that can DNF an AI behind. I don't know how it does it, but it does.
It's the checkered flag for your Grand Prix race winner, Oscar Piastri.
Well, it all came good in the end.
Your
for
5
them,
subs
but
are
it wasn't
intact.
an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but
Yeah, I think Upside Down on
great
Fire
strength in an athlete
sums
as a
up
driver,
that stream.
and you can overcome
Only
a day like
Verstappen
this
retired
and
from that
walk away
race, from the
with
lead, no
victory.
less. And he's just gone 9 o'clock here.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these 3 drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time. for
Saudi will be tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, I might try and do Saudi. Oh, excuse me, and Imola tomorrow afternoon.
Oscar Piastri.
Although Imola can be quite a long race, so I'll wait and see. If I get all my work done in the morning quite quickly, then I might try and do both. And obviously start the stream a little bit early. Otherwise, yeah, I'll wait and see. But like I said, it's a big week for the Audi career mode. Every week is a busy week, Matt. That's how I like it. Got a few bits and pieces going on.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there we are then. Oscar Piastri, in the end, claims the victory. 5 seconds clear of Charles Leclerc, but fair play Ferrari. 11th and 13th on the grid to a double podium. A disaster on Saturday, but it all came up good on Sunday afternoon. Hamilton in third ahead of Antonelli and George Russell, so brilliant drive by the Italian to outscore his British teammate. Gasly, though, in P6, ahead of Albon, Alonso, Stroll and Hadjar, all inside your top 10. Annoyingly, the gap in the end was less than 3 seconds, so 1 less penalty, and we could have got ahead of Isaac Hadjar as well, but I've only really got myself to blame for that one. Ocon hangs on ahead of Norris, Behrman and Lawson. And yeah, Bortoletto, the only driver to get lapped today, with Verstappen 1 lap down. What does that do to the World Championship? Well, I believe, yeah, with neither of the top 2 scoring, Hamilton now, the consistency man, up into 2nd spot. That should have been a really good opportunity for us, though, to capitalise on those top drivers as well. As Leclerc now up to P4, Piastri now as well ahead of George Russell, who inches away from myself. Albon, Antonelli just behind, Stroll and Alonso in 10th and 11th, with Gasly, Hadjar and Bortoletto all with points on the board, alongside Carlos Sainz as well, with 1 point to his name. Both Haas, Colapinto, Lawson and Doohan yet to score. And constructors-wise, Ferrari now 8 clear of McLaren. Red Bull dropping back quite dramatically. That's kind of what happens when you have to rely on Lance Stroll for a weekend. And Mercedes still comfortably ahead of ourselves and Williams. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon out on the Jeddah Corniche. Oh, there we go, chat. There we go. Race done and dusted. That was a tough one. Definitely need to do more evening races. I need to find that consistency again. But like I said, for some reason, once I've had my tea, I get slow. I almost like I get cumbersome or something like that. Nothing particularly special this week. Just a fairly busy week of work. Stroll is at Red Bull because F1 25. No, Beastie. I've been making videos on the F1 games for years. Started out on F1 2015, but it was really more kind of 2018 I did a bit. And then kind of F1 2021 I did quite a lot. Or 2020 and 2021 I did quite a lot. I don't think there's really anything else to have a look at, chat. I think we've kind of made it through the weekend. It is what it is. Hopefully we'll be back and we'll be in the points tomorrow as well. So yeah, I'm going to jump out fairly quickly though, because I want to have a shower and obviously spend some of my evening with Matt212 as well. So I'll end the short format streams there, but thank you. Hopefully you come back tomorrow, and we'll try and get another couple of races in. Obviously Jeddah and maybe Imola, depending on how we get on. But yeah, thank you on all the short format streams. I better end the recording actually before I forget. And we'll try and raid someone on Twitch as well. Before I forget. Who's live on Twitch, chat? Who do we raid? Who's doing some streaming? Often GB streams quite late, doesn't he? Let's have a look. Oh, Ben's streaming. Fair play. Oh, there you go. GB as well. We'll raid GB. I like GB. But yeah. Thank you to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping by. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything too stupid. And it's GB68, isn't it? Yeah, GB68. But yeah, have a good one. And hopefully I will see you all back here tomorrow. It might be a long stream tomorrow. That could be quite good fun. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens.